Hey, it's your girl, Carenda Deonne, your number one change agent. And I say that with all confidence. You know why? Because I believe it. I believe it. I believe that my purpose is to help you take aim, to help you change your thought process, take risk, and deliver a new you. So, welcome to the YouTube channel. And I am so glad that you have joined. And if you are ready to take aim, meaning that instead of making lemonade with the lemons that life gives you, if you are ready to throw those lemons back by changing your thought process, by taking risk, by delivering a new you need to subscribe like right now. You need to hit that subscribe button right now because you are in the right place. So thank you so much for tuning in. And in this entire quarter of January, February, and March, we have launched the How To Movement. If you want to learn more about the How To Movement and learn more about your number one change agent, please visit me on the web at carendadeonne.com. This week, we are talking about how to stay motivated. How to stay motivated. And I want to challenge your thought process when it comes to motivation. Can I do that? Do you mind if I do that just for a few minutes? We're not going to be here really, really long. All right, just for a few minutes. I want to challenge your thought process when you think about motivation. So this is what I want to share with you. When you think about motivation from this day forward, dearly beloved, I can't help it. Listen, I got my glasses on. I'm trying to be really serious here. I'm trying, okay? But when you think about motivation from this day forward, through sickness and health, till death do you part. Okay, I'm done. I promise you, I'm done. But when you think about motivation, I want you to think about motivation as a lifestyle and not a lifeline. Ooh, yeah. Okay. I'm going to challenge you here. I'm going to challenge you here to think of motivation as a lifestyle and not a lifeline. A lot of times we tend to cling, we tend to depend, and if I can stretch this, if you'll let me, and we tend to abuse motivation when it is convenient for us. Now you find yourself in a desperate situation. Now you find yourself where you have received you didn't receive good news, or now you find yourself where you are facing challenge after challenge and situation after situation. And now you want motivation to be your best friend. Oh, you want motivation to love on you. Oh, you want motivation to just show up and show out for you, right? Okay. And I am challenging your thought process to see motivation as a lifestyle and not a lifeline. So that means when the sun is bright and when the birds are chirping and when you can see the rainbow, you're motivated. And when it is pouring rain, and when you have to go through situations that will drastically change or alter your lifestyle or your business or your marriage or whatsoever, you are still motivated. I want you to be motivated when they say yes and give you the promotion on your job. And I want you to be motivated when they say no and you don't get it. Because motivation is a lifestyle. So what does that mean? That means that you have to set boundaries to make motivation intentional as a part of your day. I know, I told you, you better watch out when I put these glasses on. All right? Did you get that? That means if motivation is going to be a lifestyle, that means that I have to be intentional in the course of my day, that I set time aside. I set time aside to be motivated. That I am making sure that I'm just not clinging to motivation when it's convenient, but good, bad, better, or worse, I'm motivated. I'm motivated when the bank says yes. I'm motivated when the bank says no. I'm motivated when the job says yes, and I'm motivated when it says no. I'm motivated when we get the approval for the house, and I'm motivated if they said we're not approved. I'm motivated because it is intentional for me. So that when I am going through certain situations, there is already a surplus of good stuff deep embedded inside of you that you are able to ride the highs and the lows, the peaks and the valleys. If you allow motivation to be determined upon experience, that's a dangerous place. Because when situations happen and when you have to go through tragedy or grief or hurt or pain or disappointment, when that comes, it will hit you so hard that, you know what? There could be an uncertainty if you bounce back. Some people say, they look at people in their lives, or they hear their stories, and they say, gosh, how did you bounce back from that? How did you overcome? How did it happen? I am a true believer that there was seeds of motivation planted within that person that says, you know what? This is one of the toughest places I have ever been. But I will not let depression, I will not let suicidal thoughts, I will not let circumstances to move me out of place of normalcy and take me down a path that I may not be able to turn back from. You must see motivation as a lifestyle. You must see it, okay? So repeat this. I know. Come on, stop it. Come on, say it with me. I will see motivation from this day forward as a lifestyle. Ooh, okay, I'm going to hold you accountable to that. I am going to hold you accountable to that. All right. The other thing that you must do, you must also, when I say set boundaries, put time in your day in which the phone is not on vibrate, but the phone is on silent or it is off. And you spend some time pouring back into yourself. Okay. It's very important to get refueled, to have that motivational time for you. All right. So for me, I journal. For me, I listen to motivational speakers or preachers. For me, I personally like listening to Darius Daniels because he's good. He's good. He mentally challenges you and he motivates you. So that works for me. Okay. Journaling works for me. Prayer works for me. Okay. What works for you? You've got to be intentional and you've got to set that time aside daily. You do. You have to set that time aside daily because, if not, you'll go a week, 2 weeks, a month. Before you know it, you'll say, gosh, when is the last time that I just sat still and just allowed my presence, my spirit, my mindset, my emotions to be motivated? Right? And last but not least, because we're out of time, I don't like to keep these videos very long. listen or reflect on some of the wisdom that others have given you. All right. Those that are in your intimate circle, listen and reflect on some of the things that they have said. I reflect on many things that my brother, my baby brother, who you all know, has transitioned to heaven, and I have listened or reflected on many things that he has said, and it has motivated me in the present. Okay, so he's not he. I cannot physically see him or talk to him, but the words and the wisdom that he gave, I now in the present can reflect on those things and receive motivation. And one of the very last things that I remember my brother Evan saying to me was that he called me Ren. Okay, that was my nickname, Ren. All right, he's the only one that can call me that or called me that. And so he said to me, Ren, I just believe if you focus on your purpose, if you focus on what God is doing in your life, if you stay true to that, if you continue to just go that way, follow and just put your passion, put your energy, focus on those things that are part of your purpose and destiny. He said, I believe true love will find you. That is one of the very last things he said. And I have had my share of relationships and things that have just been haywired. Okay. But I finally feel that I am in that place where, okay. And I think back, and that what he said is now motivating me in the present. So what is it that maybe someone said to you, and maybe they're no longer here on the earth? Maybe it was a parent, a mother, a father. Maybe it was a grandparent, a grandmother, a grandfather, an auntie. Maybe it was a coach. Maybe it was a mentor. Maybe it was a pastor. And maybe they're no longer here, but can you just think of a conversation? Can you think of something that they said to you, maybe over the breakfast table, or maybe when you were out to dinner, or maybe, at an event or over the telephone? Can you think of something that they said that right now in the present can motivate you today? I want you to think and reflect on that. All right. We are out of time, but I hope that something has been said that you can continue to stay motivated. It is important. All right. So remember, motivation is a lifestyle. It is not a lifeline. All right. Be sure to set boundaries and be intentional about keeping yourself motivated daily, and reflect on the words of wisdom and insight that others who may not even be here right now presently have shared that can motivate you today. I hope you can do that, but we're taking aim. So let's do that. All right. I hope that you've enjoyed this YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe. Please be sure to follow us on the web at CarendaDeonne.com. This has been your girl, your number one change agent. And as I always say, making lemonade is a choice. But if you're here on this channel, you are ready to take those lemons and throw them back. So until next time, live life on the promise of impact.